is yours. This is all of his information and everything. And of course, yes, we put their little names on the folders and stuff. And then this is also his little food scoop. This way you know.
But I don't know.
Yeah, you actually give them 2 of these scoops in the morning, 2 of these scoops in the evening.
No.
So they're each 1 cup each. So it's 4 cups total each day.
And is that the name of the
Look at that
brand?
cow.
No, we actually use Taste of the Wild.
Okay.
But if it's too expensive for you guys and stuff, because it runs anywhere between $50 to $80 a bag, you can use Purina Dog Chow. That's
What kind of fur is this?
It is the only. Blue Diamond's actually been called a lot of times.
Okay.
So it has had a lot of recalls. But Purina Dog Chow's never had a recall. Taste of the Wild also has
What are these ears?
So you always have to watch to see if there's a recall. I know right now there's no recall on Taste of the Wild. But anytime there is a recall on dog food and stuff, we always refer back to Purina Dog Chow.
Is it dry or wet?
It's dry food. Yeah. And it's the only, granted it has fillers and stuff, it's not all natural and everything like Taste of the Wild and stuff is, but it is the only one that we would recommend when it comes to the lower end dog food. It's the first one that was out there because there's actually only 4 dog food companies, even though there's thousands of different types to choose from. There's only 4 companies and Purina is the biggest one. Purina also makes your horse food, cow food, your pig food, your chicken food. They make a little bit of everything.
I don't know.
Okay, so Purina Dog.
Well, this dog is.
You can still talk.
Yep. So in this folder, we're going to go over everything that's in this folder. There is one form that you do have to sign inside of here for today. It's your introduction one. But we're going to go over everything that's in here. This does have a lot of information on basic care of the dog and stuff. But we're also going to go through that in person too throughout the week. So we'll go over like grooming, things that you need to do with the dog, things that you shouldn't do with the dogs, things you don't want to forget about the dogs, along with the shots and everything else. So each day is going to be different things on basic care of the dog.
Okay.
And then we're going to also go into the basics and stuff
Which
of
seems
the
like
training, the sit, the down, the stay, the come, all that. But that's after we go over all the basic care. And then, of course, ask questions anytime that we're going through anything that just pop up there. Because I know you guys haven't had a dog for a while. So
This is my buddy.
we will go through all that information and stuff this way you guys know everything.
But I like him.
But that is yours.
He's so pretty.
And I actually have it sectioned off into different folder sections. And I will be following along with you.
I just kind of like
Because I also have it marked.
So you don't have to record if you don't want. We mainly want to get recordings of the actual.
Yeah, no, I'm just
Where did
recording
you
the thing. You can
okay.
put this on the computer, I think,
Okay.
and take it.
Right. Yeah, I have the cords, I think.
Okay, just so you know, that you guys are being recorded and stuff, and that's one of the things. We do recordings throughout all the training. Because we have some people that will come back to us later, like, you never taught us that. So now, as a precaution, we do record and stuff. So don't ever think anything is like against you guys. Same as when I go over some of this stuff, you're gonna be like, wow, people really done that? Yes, they have. So it's nothing against anybody. It's just we've had a few out there that's just been a little out there.
You get kisses.
So you can follow along, or you want me to just
Yep,
look
I
at yours?
will have you follow along, and, or you can look at my stuff too.
Okay.
The first one in slot 1 is the welcome letter. It actually describes everything that you're going to get from us on page 1, and then page 2 are the things that are recommended that you should buy. And I also included pictures, so this everybody can actually have some picture reference. And one thing that we recommend is no tennis balls and no rawhides.
Oh, yeah.
So no pig ears, no little rawhides, which we'll go over that too at the pet store, what not to buy because they're actually unsafe, and I'm shocked they still have them on the shops.
What about that rope ball?
The rope ball that has the actual rope that goes through the balls, those are okay.
Okay.
But no actual just tennis ball by itself, because if you don't watch, they'll swallow it. And now you're going to the vet.
Okay.
If it doesn't get lodged in their throat, now it's lodged in their stomach.
Okay.
And you're looking at a lot of expenses of
There's a
having
fly on
surgery
you.
done to remove that ball.
Okay.
But on here and stuff is everything that we do provide. You will see that there is an ADA printout in your folder. There's also little cards, and they're actually in the front. But I also did a printout, so you're not sitting here with a magnifying glass trying to read this. But you do have to carry these on the dog or your person when you're out in public at all times.
Is there a slot in any of those bags that we can put it in?
Yep, these bags actually open up.
Okay.
And this also will be going with you. This is his vest. One would be his med bag for emergency medication.
Or
Yep,
Okay.
emergency medications and stuff. And they open up and they're big.
that's awesome.
And the other one could be to hold his little poopy bags
Okay.
or anything that you need the dog to carry of his own, so you're not carrying his stuff.
What is that?
This is his vest.
Do not pets.
Yep, this is his
When he's
vest. This is
working.
what he wears when he's working out in public.
That's a service dog, right?
Yep, that's a service dog.
So
That's my dog.
That's correct.
before I forget my question.
Well,
When
But I
like when
think-
people are traveling with the dogs and you use that calming medicine or whatever, do
Yes.
you keep that in those bags? as
You
well,
can
or-
keep this in here. Also, we do have a few sedation pills and stuff. When we know dog's flying, it's up to the person if they want to give it to them. That will also sedate the dog too. So I do have a few sedation pills that are his.
So they
Um,
might fall asleep.
No, he won't fall
Oh.
asleep.
He'll just be
Just
calm.
saying.
He'll just
no.
be really calm.
Oh, okay. Okay. What do you think for just the hour flight?
If you want to use the sedation pill, it kind of
What
kicks
if
in a
we
little bit
do not
better
pets?
than
Right,
the calming.
You wanna sit here?
So
Why?
I would actually recommend the sedation pill, which I will
What
actually
if
give you the
they
pill
do not
bottle
pet?
because I already asked for some. And you can actually give him that, and you want to give it 2 hours
Yep.
prior to flying, and it will actually just kind of mellow him out. But no, he won't be asleep.
Okay. So do you get that kind of stuff from your vet?
You can get it from the vet.
Okay.
I'm also going to provide you with those sedation pills too, because if you do go get him groomed the first time, you want to make sure the vet knows what type of sedation pills we have used. He's fine for his body, but as soon as they touch that face, game over.
What? That's not
Well, are
cool.
they using like? Does it make noises with it?
It does make noises, but he's actually used to the noises and stuff. He just doesn't want anybody around his face.
Okay.
Unless they're petting it, that's it.
Is he gonna be alright? He.
Yeah, actually, I'll demonstrate that. Come here. So these dogs are fully kid safe. You can actually mess with the mouth. You can actually pull on the tongue, you can pull on the teeth.
Don't do
You
that.
can pull on the head.
Oh gosh.
You
Don't
can pull
do
on
that.
the ears. They can pull on the skin
That
and the tail.
Oh
that's
gosh.
not fair.
It's okay. She's just showing you. She won't do it anymore.
And then they can also play with the paws and stuff
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
And he won't care.
Okay. Well, we know he won't do that.
But we make sure they're 100% kid proof. Because
Okay.
you never know what his kid's going to do to the dog. Now, we still don't recommend that the kid be left unmonitored around the dog when first coming home and stuff. Until you guys get to know him and everything else.
Because one time he was petting the dog like that, but kind of rough and under here, and the dog didn't like it, so the dog did like, you know.
Yeah, we actually get him used to all of that.
Okay. So, okay, that's good.
Yeah, so he can pet him however he wants to, and he'll be fine.
So I want to show you something real quick because I bought them from the store and I'm gonna take them back if they're not okay.
Yes, those are okay.
Okay.
He actually loves these ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
We bought that for okay. Cool.
And then you just gotta remember that it is big enough that it's a little bit too big for the mouth sometimes to where they can't swallow.
Right.
So anytime you buy him a toy and stuff, you just want to make sure it's extra big.
Okay. I didn't know he was that big though. I was like large dog, small dog. Let me do large just because.
Yeah, you did good. He's a large dog.
You know the grandma ain't coming around now.
Huh?
You know the grandma ain't coming around now.
She will, but she'll get used to me.
I ain't talking about that grandmother.
Oh, Miss Sandra.
Oh, Lord. Well, that
She is not coming around this dog.
That's okay. My grandmother hates dogs. I have to put all the dogs up when she comes over, and especially my Coda Bear, because Coda Bear is my Saint Bernard.
Oh,
And like I was telling them, he's a 250-pound dog.
I don't want you walking in between us because I'm trying to talk, okay?
Okay.
You want to sit here?
So I mean, my Saint Bernard, she's Marcus,
Yeah.
and she's like, I don't want anywhere
Yeah,
near
you
the
did.
dog.
You sit in.
You probably
But pretty
tired
much,
by now.
that is what is all on there. It's just
All that
everything.
exhausted
now, he
acting
also
that
comes
you
with a leash
did.
and collar.
No.
His collar is a martingale, and that's so he can't slip out.
Hmm.
And I'll show you how to properly use that martingale.
What?
And his leash is a 3-foot leash. Now, if you do not want to use that 3-foot leash while you're here to go potty or anything like that, we do recommend getting a 6-foot, because that 3-foot leash, of course, is a high traffic leash and is for mainly out in public.
What does high traffic mean?
What it means
I
is that
know
the
what it
dog's
means,
going
but-
to be close to you.
Okay.
So if you're in a big crowd and everything and stuff,
public
you're able
place.
to keep that dog close.
Okay.
And with a 6-foot, you can't do that.
Right.
So it is recommended that service dogs are on a high traffic.
Okay.
Now we don't do the handles, because most people are just the handle leashes when it comes to their service dog. Because a lot of our people do have seizure disabilities and stuff, and that dog has to be able to get to the front of them. If they're on a little handle next to them, they can't really get in front of them.
Okay.
So we do the
Look!
3-foot high traffic.
Mom!
I see it, honey.
Another
That's
cat.
Yeah, that one's not our cat.
Our cats are black.
Oh.
That's just somebody else's cat that came on the
I
property.
said he's gonna live here too.
So the next one is, this is the one that you'd actually be signing in initially. And it is in your second slot. So this one will actually have you sign. This is the introduction. So if you want to go ahead and pull that one out, I'm actually going to go ahead and read it.
Go ahead.
And then I would need you to initial that you do have these things inside your folder, which I know they're there. And that's just pretty much your 2 books, which those are in slot 5.
Look at this golden color.
So these are your 2 books. Your ADA laws, that should be in slot 3, I believe. Yep, slot 3.
But it's kind of light.
And your ADAD business cards, which is right
Gotcha.
there. So this is slot 2.
It was kind
Now
of
you can leave
light.
the copy one in there.
He'll dark it.
So this one you need to sign,
Yes,
and
it
you
is.
keep that one.
Wow.
The copy
That's
one's for
so-
your copy, and there's also a pen and paper here for you to take notes. You always provide that. I recommend take notes, or while you're doing your homework tonight, write down your questions in it.
Hey, this song was
It opens right here on the bottom.
Oh, come on. No,
So,
come on. No,
Pretty
come
much
on.
it says here, during your training period with M&R Working Dogs, you will be conducting training to learn your new service dog. We understand that M&R Working Dogs cannot force a bond between a service dog and the new handler and or the family. So, with that being said, if at all they still cannot get along and stuff, you do not have to take him. We will replace the dog.
So you mean within this 2-week period if they're not bonding?
Yeah. If for any reason the dog and the new handler do not bond with M&R, will replace the dog with another dog. The new dog may not be ready during the time you're with us. Now sometimes we have extras, that's the reason why it's in here. We do not have extra golden doodles because we really don't have too many people that get those. We will bring the new dog to you at additional cost as soon as the new dog is ready. For you guys, it's not that far, so we probably won't even really charge you guys for an additional cost to bring it to you. If it doesn't work out, we'll just go ahead and see about it, and we definitely go with another doodle mix, because I know you said you're not sure if anybody's allergic to dogs. We'd go with another doodle mix, but it won't be a golden doodle.
So what would you do with him if you didn't take him?
If you guys didn't take him and stuff, I actually have a contract with Make-A-Wish in New York. So we would actually see if we can pair him up with somebody else. So he'd still do service dog work for another child. So, I mean, Blaze was one that did not bond. Blaze has gone with Make-A-Wish. So he is actually with his child, and his person did not bond well. So,
Are they going to try for another one, or they just?
no, they actually are. Another one's in training.
Okay.
So, it does happen. It's rare, but it does happen.
So does the kid not bond with the dog, or like?
Well, with Blaze, it was actually an adult.
Oh,
And
okay.
Those
okay.
two just weren't clicking together
Okay.
well.
Okay.
But Blaze is great with the new person. But sometimes, for whatever reason, the dogs don't always bond. Because we always tell everybody and stuff, if you go to a pound and everything like that, and you see dogs and stuff, for some reason one dog will stick out to you, but all the others won't. It's the same thing with the service dogs, is sometimes that one person will stick out to them, but then some won't. So we can't force it all the time. So if we see that it's not working for whatever reason, we kind of let you guys know, like, we're not seeing what we'd like to see right now, and we will even tell you, like, we're not seeing the bond. So with like Blaze and stuff, she had him for 4 days. That was it. And I was like, no, we're not seeing it. You guys are just not clicking. So anytime we would not see it, we let you kind of know. If you guys also don't see it, or if the size does become very intimidating to them as we continue, just let me know. It's not that big of a deal. We will definitely get a smaller. It'll just be a doodle mix. It just won't be a golden doodle. Because golden doodles all are that size. We have another one inside named Cedric. That's leaving this week too. So you guys are going to be in the morning scheduled all the time, and they're going to be in the evening. And he's the same height.
Did you get him when he was a puppy, like Jersey? Okay.
Yeah, but he's different color. He's an apricot, which is the dark red, and Cedric is actually a blonde.
Okay.
So he's white.
Okay. Oh wow.
So they come in a variety of colors. Okay, so during your training, we encourage that you take notes. That's what the notepad and paper is for. Take notes as well as read the books that are provided to you to help you learn to maintain the new service dog. So the books that are in your folder, that is your homework tonight, is to read over it, write down any questions that you may have, because that is all their training in both of those books. Well, except for the bad behaviors. Those are top behaviors once he leaves here, if you guys teach him, which we'll go over how easy it is to teach those bad behaviors and how to refix them. So you'll see some of those bad behaviors and stuff, but I still want you to read it and everything, just so you understand it, and if you have questions to ask it while you're here. But we will go over how easy it is to teach those bad behaviors, and it's very easy.
To teach the bad behavior?
Yeah, it's very easy to teach a bad behavior. So these dogs are trained not to eat people food.
Right.
Now, if he decides one day he's not going to eat his hot dogs or something like that, and he gives it to the dog, and that dog is now countertop surfing, that's how easy it is to train that bad behavior.
Okay.
Just giving in once.
You say like watermelon, didn't you?
Yes, he does like watermelon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we use some foods that are safe for dogs, which that's also in there.
Like
Foods that are
dog
safe
food.
and unsafe, as high value treats. Now, some of his high value treats is hot dogs, cheese, watermelon.
Is this hot dog?
Yep, we use hot dogs as treats. We do cut them down, kind of like we would for a toddler and stuff. They get cut and poured.
What kind of cheese?
He actually prefers Kobe Jack.
I mean, it's like me.
Yeah, that's one of the things he prefers. But American cheese we tried, he kind of leaves it there a little bit. But he is a Kobe Jack dog. He loves
I
Kobe
like
Jack.
Kobe.
You definitely belong to us.
And hot dogs, we notice he doesn't like generic hot dogs. It has to be the all beef hot dogs.
That's the only ones I eat.
So
All
we've noticed
beef,
ball
you know.
pork. He likes ball
Like
pork.
all that means you're going like counselor, buddy. Counselor.
Yeah, we've noticed that we can't do the generic. So he's now generic dog food we could do. I mean, a few times when the Taste of the Wild was recalled, he did do the printed dog tail, no problem. So
Okay. Any flavor or is it flavored?
printed dog tail is not flavored. It's all chicken. Well, it's chicken and beef now.
Oh, gotcha.
So they do have chicken and beef now. But mainly chicken is what he's ate.
Okay.
Now, Taste of the Wild, he does bison or venison.
And wild boar.
Yeah, or wild boar.
Okay.
The one that he does not do is fish. He will turn his nose at fish. Okay, so the service dog is trained to do its job. However, the new service dog needs to learn their new handler, and their new handler needs to learn their new service dog. The service dogs are highly trained and will require continued upkeep and maintaining of their training. Dog's training can regress if new owner allows the dog, and the dog can also learn bad behaviors if the new owner allows. The service dog is a working dog and is highly trained as a service dog, but will do normal dog behaviors if you allow the service dog to do so. Now, I know you know Krista.
Yes.
Krista let her dog regress,
Uh-oh.
and he would no longer get emergency meds or the VNS magnet and stuff like that, and we had to show her that the dog still did it and had to retrain her.
Okay.
So that's one of the things that we do mention in there, is that
There
the
it
dog
goes.
can regress.
Okay.
Another thing is bad behaviors
There we
and stuff.
go.
We tell everybody all the time, it's not much to teach that dog a bad behavior. And if they don't listen to us and that dog goes home and does a bad behavior, it is not our fault.
I want to see if he has the pot.
How does he regress? Because like,
We have required maintenance that you need to do on
Right.
him. So during the months and stuff like that, like when he first goes home, it's every week. Once a week, you will do his specialty training.
okay,
And you'll also work on his basic trainings between you and him, you and your husband, and him
okay,
as well. And that's within the first 30 to 60 days that we do recommend that you guys do that along with the specialty training.
okay.
Then after 60 days, it's twice a month that you want to work on a specialty training for at least 6 months.
Horses.
Twice a month, work on specialty training, which is getting emergency meds, getting helping him when he's having seizures, but we'll go over how to do like the seizure drills and all that. And
There we go.
after 6 months, so now we're in 8 months of owning the dog. So after a full 8 months of owning this dog, then you can move specialty training down to once a month. But it has to be bare minimum once a month
Okay, so,
for the rest of the life of the dog. This way it stays maintained. Even if it's not being used, you still want to keep it maintained.
that's what I was trying to figure out, okay.
So you would need to initial that you do have all these items in your thing. Okay, so the next part is that during your guys' training period, you will be video recorded and we also take pictures. So video recording is being done while you guys are with us. When we're out in public and stuff, it's also being done when we're out in public. So normally one of us will have a phone with us and we're taking pictures or we're video recording. We mainly do that too because we like to read the body language of the dog. So when I'm talking and stuff, I can't always read the body language of the dog while I'm talking to you guys. So I will go back and look at the recordings and watch his body language because that's how dogs speak.
Right,
This way I know what the dog's telling me
okay.
while you guys are working with the dog. So I'm all the time reviewing everything.
Okay. It's okay.
So there is pictures and everything taken. These photos and videos are property of ours. However, your guys' privacy, along with minor children and everything, is your guys' right. So we do have a section on here on the next page of where you can either initial that you give permission for us to post on websites or do not give us permission. Now, liability. Now, some of this may seem a little rude, but that's because people have done this before.
Okay.
You, as a new handler of the service dog, released by M&R, of any misuse or abuse of the service dog while in the care during the 2-week training period, you hereby waive and release M&R working dogs and all employees from any and all liability of any nature. This includes any injury, death, sickness, or damage that may happen during the 2-week training period with M&R working dogs.
Sickness, injury, death of who? The dog?
The dog or a person, anything. These are things that have actually happened before. You also would agree to hold harmless M&R working dogs and all employees of any claims due to misuse or
What's
abuse
my
of the
body
animal.
though?
Now, the reason why this one's in here, somebody got their service dog.
That's
It was
my
released
dog.
to them for the first day.
Whoa.
They took that service dog to the hotel, locked it in the hotel room, and they went to the bar. They also left a sandwich in the trash can. The dog happened to tear up the trash can, and they wanted us to pay the hotel for the trash can because the dog. And I'm like, no.
Now
So that's one of the reasons why it's in there.
Now
Also, with the miscellaneous and everything on there, you would also see that if the dog is also, the handler understands that the dog is their responsibility. If lost or stolen, because we've had somebody resell their service dog while they're here and then claim it got stolen.
Watch out.
But we have them microchipped, so we found out that they lied. So if the dog is lost or stolen, you guys are solely responsible to replace the dog. So all that stuff is in there for specific reasons because we have had some people do some weird things.
Well, but it just mixed, right?
And then if you're in agreement with everything on there, you just sign it. And I keep that copy.
Look at that
Oh,
there.
you're talking about the collar, it's probably because it's more hair. It's more hair on his
That's a
tail,
big
right?
feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
He gonna have to have some shoes. Gotta find some boots.
No, he does do a little high stepping with those boots on at first.
He probably shake them right off.
No, he actually keeps them on.
Oh, really?
Same as he likes to be dressed too. My kids have a habit of dressing all the dogs and stuff, and I get on in there because they want to put tutus on everything.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm like, no, this is a boy dog. We
Uh-huh.
don't do that.
So I assume large.
Yep. Yep, large would be his size and stuff. We do have some shoes and stuff that I can show you
Be careful,
as we
buddy.
go.
Okay.
So your other homework too is also to read the laws about the service dog.
The laws.
Yep, read the laws, understand the laws.
Is that in that book or is that a different paper?
This is in slot 3.
Okay, so the ADA. You want me to read that too?
Yep, read that.
Okay.
This way you fully understand the laws, and if you have any questions about the laws and stuff like that, because when it comes to school, now does he go to a private or a public?
He goes to private right now. I mean
Pri-
public right now, but
Okay.
he might go to a public, so we're not sure.
Yeah, public schools cannot deny the dog if he's able to handle the dog. He has to be able to handle the dog
Right.
completely 100% by himself. If he goes to a private school, they have a right to refuse.
Oh wow, okay. Okay.
Also, churches have a right to refuse. So
Okay.
if you guys go to church or anything like that, the church has a right to refuse.
Okay.
So that's all in here. So if you have any questions at all, well, we say off. When he jumps on somebody, you say off.
No.
Jersey off.
Jersey.
He doesn't want a hug.
He said no hugs today. Let me take a picture of that.
That was cute.
No.
No?
No.
So these are called urban walkers.
Can you get them online?
What?
Yep, you can
Got
get them
it.
online. They are
Thank
cheaper
you.
on Amazon.
On Amazon. Okay. Cute.
And these are actually kind of like tennis shoes.
Or can you?
You can use them for the snow, sun, ice, everything. They're
Oh,
those
okay.
go for. They're all terrain,
Okay.
and they actually have a little air breeze in them, so their feet stay dry and all
Okay.
that.
Ooh, sorry, bud.
So they actually work for everything, and it's kind of like tennis shoes.
Okay.
Let me see those ones since they're already open.
Amazon.
Yeah, these are cheaper on Amazon. They are like almost $25 a pair though.
Okay.
But see, they do have little grips in there to kind of hold it onto the paw.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And then the bottom and stuff is similar to like the sole of a shoe.
Okay.
And they're flexible. So the dog is quite used to getting comfortable with them and everything like that.
You don't have any I can buy from you?
Well, we're actually not using these pair and these do fit him. I just have them just mainly to show that we could probably include them with you guys.
I'll buy them on the Amazon.
You want them to have them.
Because see, they actually, and they're, I'll show you how they go on.
Pat him.
Okay, I'll pet him. I'm going to put on a shoe on him real quick.
Why?
Not that they care.
So this would be his right.
Look, Jordan, look.
So these are all marked inside, right or left.
Wow. Those are
This
so
is-
cool.
Oh, he just licked his paw. I thought he was going to give you a hard time.
Those are so
He's pretty quick.
cool. Those are so cool, guys. Those are cool.
And it just goes on like that.
Whoa.
He's not putting his, he's not putting it
You gotta put it all the way down.
Whoa.
Look, he's like, like, is it too tight?
No,
Look at that. Wow.
Yeah.
Go away, Jersey.
Wait till she's done, bro.
Whoa. That's cool.
That's not in there all the way.
That's really cool. That's really cool, guys. Whoa, whoa!
There you go.
That's really
You
cool.
gotta get used to it, guess what?
Oh, no.
There you go.
Yep, you always just kind of show them that they can put their foot down.
Come on.
I don't know about
Yay!
that.
Like, yucky.
Those are
If he wanna walk, he'll walk.
cool.
And with those ones, it only takes them a few seconds to get used to them.
What did you just do?
Oh, he's like, what are these things on my paws?
What did you just do?
We put some shoes on him real quick.
What did you just do like this?
Look, because
That's because he's got used to them. They're brand new. They're not broken in yet.
look.
Oh, come on!
Simple.
But he didn't know if he can walk on
All
these.
right, you don't want to be tortured anymore.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah, they usually do the high stepping and stuff for a short period of time. It's kind of like a horse getting
Boy.
new horseshoes put on. Okay, do you want me to take those shoes off?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, we'll take off the shoes.
Come on, Jersey.
There's one foot.
Thank you.
And let me see this foot.
Wow. That was
There's that
cool,
foot.
guys. That was cool,
Over
guys.
there, because I'm still talking.
Okay, so now the next slot is slot 4. So this is before the books. You will actually need to read this stuff as well. And to kind of demonstrate some of this stuff, you're going to be like, wow, people have really done this. There is some really weird things. So this is just general understanding of a dog. What's their basic instincts and stuff like that.
No. No, Jersey,
Let's
no.
see. So we do have some true and false questions and stuff like that where people have asked those questions.
Sit, Jersey.
So
Sit.
a trained dog will
Sit.
not go potty in your house.
Sit.
It's one of the questions that is asked.
Sit.
This is false.
Oh, is it?
Yes, there's multiple reasons why it's false and stuff like that. If you own another dog in your house or somebody else owns another dog, if you're visiting a family or something and that dog marks that house, he's going to want to remark.
Sit.
Another thing is if you don't follow our feeding schedule and our watering schedule, you got to remember whatever goes in that dog has to come out of that dog. And if you're not listening to that dog when it has to go potty, guess what? It's going to go potty in your house. When you guys first get home and stuff, you guys are still learning your dog. So there's a good possibility you don't know what his signs are yet for going potty. So you might have an accident. We do recommend that when you first go home, take him out every hour. This way he knows where he's supposed to go when he goes to potty time. And you guys start being able to know each other. We do recommend that when you guys are here that you are doing that while you're here. Every hour, take the dog out and stuff. So you guys start learning the dog. Because they talk through their body. They don't really talk through their voice or anything else. It's their body and their touch.
Hey, Jersey.
Is how they communicate. So all that's in there as well. And there's a
that's
few
not
things
bad.
in here. Like working dogs are trained to be able to
But that's what
perform
dogs do.
many tasks even under stressful situations. Okay, this is false. If there's a hurricane coming, you guys are all going mad and everything else in your house, and somebody does have a seizure, you're all going mad, the dog's going to be like,
I'm there too.
I'm here, what am I supposed to do? You guys are all going nuts. Fire breaks out in the house, same thing. So we do have people that are like, well, this dog didn't perform, and I'm like, well, what were you guys doing? Well, we were doing that, and I'm like, so you guys are panicked, now you caused the dog to be panicked. So the dog's not sure what to do. So it is in here and stuff. There's a lot of weird things in here that you will see.
So moving him.
Like one of the things too that's
that was
asked. Dogs that
good.
have been vaccinated will never
Oh,
catch
Jersey.
anything. Okay, this is false. So even though the dog has been vaccinated and stuff like that,
He says yes.
it's similar to us getting shots and everything. It's just a small strain.
Ooh,
There's still a possibility
that
to get
feels
it.
good.
So even though he's been
Oh,
vaccinated and
Jersey.
everything, which you do have
But I'm
copies
just
of his shot
booming.
records,
Do.
and you'll actually get
Get
your shot
all this
records when
dirt
you leave, but we don't provide this
them.
prior until you actually leave. But you have a copy of this,
Let's do
which there's a
this
state of
head
birth. If
now.
you wanted to know.
not
So-
his eyes.
It looks like this on the front.
That's